Episode 3 of the Bad Batch Season 2 starts off on the planet Desix, which I believe is a newly introduced planet, and we see civilians look up into the sky to see an incoming Imperial shuttle. As the ship lands, an Imperial officer and TK Troopers march towards the current governor of Desix, Tawni Ames, to confront her regarding her replacement as governor. This replacement is the Imperial officer, Governor Grotton. Now, this world was under Separatist control and very supportive of the Separatists, and as such, we see Separatist B1 Battle Droids come to the aid of the governor to prevent the Empire's hostile occupation. On this same topic, it's likely the droids were reprogrammed to serve the governor after the Separatist droid army shutdown post-Order 66. Anyhow, moving on, Governor Ames takes the officer hostage, resulting in Admiral Rampart giving Crosshair orders to resolve the situation. However, to the surprise of Crosshair, Rampart tells him that he will not be leading the mission as he is no longer fit for such a role after failing on Kamino and being left there for 32 rotations. Although the Admiral admits that he is impressed with Crosshair's loyalty, waiting on the Kaminoan platform to be rescued after he was left there. Crosshair exclaims that he will continue to serve the Empire and that good soldiers follow orders. Interestingly enough, Rampart informs CT-9904 that Commander Cody will be in charge and that Crosshair will follow his lead. A few moments later, Cody and Crosshair meet to discuss the mission and seem to be on good terms, greeting one another and proceeding with a squad of clones to Desix in order to settle the conflict. Before they set course to Desix, however, Cody mentions that the Bad Batch went rogue and that more and more clones have been questioning Order 66 and the Jedi Purge. Crosshair responds by telling Cody that anyone questioning Imperial orders is a traitor, much like the Jedi. Once they arrive on the planet, they begin planning a strategic assault to take out the battalion of battle droids guarding the current governor, who, as she reveals later on, is a friend of the late Mina Bonteri, a peaceful Separatist senator killed by Count Dooku during the Clone Wars. Mina Bonteri was Padme Amidala's trainer for the Senate and mother to Lux Bonteri, who, as many of you may know, was a close friend of Ahsoka Tano. The battle droids in service of Tawni Ames shoot down Cody and Crosshair's shuttle and they crash down to the surface. A few of the droids make their way to the wreckage to ensure the clones are dead, only to be taken out by Crosshair unceremoniously. While trying to make their way to Governor Ames and her tactical droid, Cody, Crosshair, and their garrison of clone troopers battle with the likes of B1 Battle Droids, Droidekas, and Commando Droids, reminiscent of their time in the Clone Wars. Once they defeat every clanker, they finally arrive at their destination to be greeted with the sight of Governor Ames holding Grotton at gunpoint. Ames tells Cody that she's simply defending herself and her people from the Empire's militant invasion, to which he replies by saying that they are not the enemy and that the Empire is trying to create peace and order throughout the galaxy. She questions what Cody is referring to, as the Empire doesn't create peace, but only war, stating that she once believed in peace when she and Mina Bonteri suggested a treaty with the Republic to end the Clone Wars. However, the former Chancellor and current Emperor Sheev Palpatine rejected the offer despite Padme Amidala, Bail Organa, and many other Republic senators in support of said treaty. She continues by saying that she realized then that peace was never an option, but Cody tells her that it is now, as he doesn't want to start another war after already suffering through the conflicts of the Clone Wars, much like she did. Subsequently, he drops his helmet and blaster and says that everything will be fine if she frees the captive Imperial officer. Ames hesitantly agrees, putting her trust in Cody, only to be shot by Crosshair, who watches as Cody hesitantly disobeys Governor Grotton's order to execute her. As Crosshair and Cody arrive back at the base, Cody questions whether or not they're making the galaxy better, to which Crosshair responds by stating that they're soldiers and they do what needs to be done. Cody counters by saying that they make their own decisions and choices, unlike battle droids, and they have to live with them too. The camera cuts to presumably the following morning, where we see Crosshair waking up in bed, where he follows his usual routine, but we notice that he seems to be considering what Cody said to him. Regardless, he is called to Admiral Rampart's office once again, and we discover that Cody has been reported missing. In other words, he has seemingly left the Empire to perhaps find Rex and any other clones who ignored Order 66. Nonetheless, as the episode comes to a close, we see Crosshair put his helmet back on and leave Rampart's office, looking as though he's perhaps reconsidering his allegiance to the Empire, as alluded to before. Overall, this was a fairly simple episode with not too much going on, so there wasn't really much to cover. However, I will say that I did enjoy the episode and we learned a decent bit more about the clones. Furthermore, I think we'll definitely see more clones defy the Empire in the future, much like Cody seems to be doing, and much like I think Crosshair will in the future. I believe Crosshair and Cody will eventually work with Rex and the Bad Batch to help the early rebellion against the Empire in the later episodes, although we'll have to wait and see. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I can't wait until episode 4 next week. Have a great day. See ya.